C# polymorphism. What is polymorphism in C#? Polymorphism means many forms that we usually achieve with static binding and dynamic binding, which is also called late binding and early binding. The following are two types of polymorphisms in C#: compile-time polymorphism, method overloading, operator overloading, runtime polymorphism, method overriding. What is method overloading in C#? Method overloading is a feature in which multiple methods share the same name but differ in the number, type, or order of parameters. It allows a class to perform similar operations in different ways, improving code readability and flexibility. What is compile-time polymorphism? Static binding. When compiler decide which method or operator to call based on the number and types of arguments or operands, it is called compile-time polymorphism. It usually occurs in the form of method overloading or operator overloading. So, the best example of compile-time polymorphism is method overloading. Example: the code in next slide demonstrates an example of method overloading. Here we have the fruit utility class, and this class has some methods with the name addFruitPrice that are the same in name but different in number, types and order. So this fruit utility class is an example of method overloading. The code demonstrates method overloading by calling the addFruitPrice method with different parameter types and counts. Each call invokes a different version of the method at compile time, returning different data types such as int, double, and string based on the arguments passed. What are advantages of method overloading? Improves code readability by using the same method name for similar operations. Enhances flexibility by allowing methods to work with different parameter types and counts. Reduces code duplication since related logic is grouped under one method name. Supports compile-time polymorphism, making method calls faster and safer. What are disadvantages of method overloading? Can reduce readability if too many overloaded methods exist with similar signatures. May cause confusion when method calls are ambiguous or hard to distinguish. Increases maintenance effort because changes may affect multiple overloads. Risk of misuse if developers select the wrong overload unintentionally. What is method overriding in C#? Method overriding in C# allows a derived class to provide a new implementation of a method defined in its base class. The base class method must be marked with virtual, and the derived class method uses the override keyword to change its behavior. What is runtime polymorphism? Dynamic binding. Runtime polymorphism, dynamic binding, in C# occurs when a method call is resolved at runtime based on the object's actual type, not the reference type. It is achieved using method overriding with virtual and override keywords. This allows the same method call to behave differently for different derived class objects. Example: the code in next slide demonstrates an example of method overriding. In the given example we have the fruit class, which is the parent class of two child classes, like mango and watermelon. The fruit class has one virtual method, taste, that is overridden in two derived classes, mango and watermelon. Here's a basic breakdown of how fruit class is working in below example. Taste is an virtual method of fruit base class. Here's a basic breakdown of how mango subclass is working in below example. Taste is an override method of the fruit base class but has characteristics in the mango subclass. What are advantages of method overriding? Runtime polymorphism allows method behavior to be decided at runtime based on the object type. Code reusability enables reuse of base class code while allowing customization in derived classes. Flexibility lets derived classes provide their own specific behavior for inherited methods. Maintainability makes code easier to extend and modify without changing existing base class code. What are disadvantages of method overloading? Increased complexity makes code harder to understand due to multiple method implementations. Performance overhead involves slight runtime cost because method calls are resolved at runtime. Debugging difficulty tracing which overridden method is executed can be confusing. Risk of incorrect behavior poorly overridden methods may break base class logic or expectations. Summary: the compile time polymorphism is acquired when we do method overloading. The runtime polymorphism is acquired when we do method overriding. Polymorphism mean many forms that we achieved with method overloading and method overriding. Thank you for watching this C# polymorphism tutorial. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more useful C# and .NET videos.